Green Synchronized broadcast. Okay, today is Reptilian Galaxy Infantry. Mars turned on humans, the energy came in, and Archons, programmers of reality. Hopefully I spelled some of that right. So yeah. Mars, yeah, that was that's sort of just. I mean, I think things were good at first with Martian DNA, with our DNA, and then things got bad. Feels like. So I'm not sure where that's going to go, but it feels like something. You know, it's for educational purposes. Take it as you will. But this Mars has a lot of presence here. It's just not. I mean, that's where a lot of the male energy came from, is Mars. So you can say that. Well, from what I felt, a lot of the Venus energy, female energy, was very strong here and became corrupt. And so the Martian energy somehow, some way, got more dominant here. It just became extremely toxic. But anyway, it's something's just going to stay a mystery. But we'll see where we can get with what we get with that. So, all right. Slight update if I can remember anything. Comment private sessions. We have the shop here. I'm on I think the 2nd or the 3rd of June. I'm getting somewhere. Same situation here. Webinar sign up. We have social network, Rabbit, behind the scenes, and dating site. And so this came through yesterday, which hardly ever happens. Chronicles of Reddick, which is a horrible movie. The movie's so terrible. I've never seen it before. I saw the credits of Pitch Black and all that. I wasn't impressed, and it's not good. But they do invade a planet, and these are kind of like reptilian beings, you can say. And they want to go against the boss and all that. So it does have some, you know, if you can get through it, because it's not that great. But these guys are definitely reptilian-like, and the hero is, you know, whatever he is, just like whatever that is. So, but yeah, these guys are pretty fascinating. I mean, they literally come to a planet and take it over. Of course, they don't go into full details of what's going on here, but it does get become an idea what's happening here. Of course, imagine people who are here are not believing that, so live in La La Land, so that's fine. Live where you need to live. Keep your sanity the best you can. Well, yeah, you can say Atlantis and Egypt were used, and even Mexico used as a, you know, control us. You know, there was positive connect also in the beginning, but it was also there to shut our planet down. So another way of looking at it, of course, there's positives along them all, but you know, there is another side to it. So yeah, sometimes the places that you think are going to be positive and end up maybe they're not so positive after all. So yeah. Okay, Reptilian Galactic Infantry. That should be. So this is just going into like more details of what that is. Same with the Mars and Archon. So this is all for educational purposes. You can take it anyway. Take it nowhere. You know, people say that everything is fake or reality is fake and all that, and that's up to the individual to decide on that. Some things are fake, some things are not. Our government's a joke, but it's always been a joke, but it's showing more of it's falling apart. But I feel like our government, at least for the United States, is going to stay this way for a while. Just pretty much a laughing stock of the planet, which it's done by design. to wake up whoever needs to be waked up. So he's going to stay in office as long as he needs to get people to open their eyes. So wherever that's going to go, and truth about him will come out too. Like like you got our media covers up a lot with Biden, and he's anyway. Yeah, he should not be in that position, but that's kind of the point. So okay, all right. Blessings. Here we go. Greetings. We are the Reptilians, part of your planet, your government system, your shadow elite. It is, of course, taking in what you can handle. But many are not ready to see us in the physical level. Most are terrified. Yes, humans might talk about we haven't seen any reptilians recently because they don't want to see them. At least on the public level. Some of you were actually can tune into our frequencies and actually feel our energies. And we are, so basically, if you're being real with us, we'll be real with you. Of course, on your humans on a mainstream level, obviously, are the kids on your planet. Well, they want to look successful. They want to look good. They want to put on a perception of feeling good about themselves. And some of you just want to know what's going on here on another level. The window of reality that's truly here. And then you're having difficulty seeing. Because realize when you connect to what's truly here, your monetary system can be removed, your government systems can be removed, and you can finally be free. But as long as you're allowing these control systems to continue, there's not much we can do. So it's up to humans to decide what kind of awakening you go through. How far are you willing to go? So yes, your spiritual communities will become more clear of how controlling some of them are, because they only go to a certain line. They don't go into actual alien contact when you are not afraid of these beings and just allow yourself to get used to the vibrations of the unknown. That we are here living among you, and you can actually see us. Where's the bravery there? So most likely, most of your population will step back. It's like, I don't think so. But some of you are willing to go as far as you can. And it's difficult. Of course, it's hard because humans are holding this back as much as they can. But it can be done here. And they call it ludicrous. They come up with everything they can to hold it back. Yeah, because some are doing it deliberately for success for themselves. But you can see past that. To go into the equilibrium of your reality, to truly see who is here. Reptilian beings, yes, we have realized as an army, we are, yes, told to shut down a world, but of those of you that want to open it up, it is possible. It's not easy, but it's on a level that, what are you allowing once again? Yeah, we don't make anything easy. We actually make things harder, actually. But it can be done. Doesn't mean you're going to get pictures of us or, photos or, book signings. No. But you can connect more to our hive, our home, our reality. Because if you take it seriously, we can open it up to you. But of course, that's up to, once again, the individual. You might say you're ready, but you might still feel a blockage. That's for your security. Now, it might be your guides doing it, or it's us doing it. Usually, it's your own energy field doing it. Well, some humans get a little bit ahead of themselves. Because as you connect with us, it can get a little bit rough. Because once you see it, it's no really going back there. Because it will change your life. For whatever way it will change your life. So when do you need an alien in your life, basically? But the reason for connecting with us, or any being for that matter, is just removing the manipulations of society. Where yes, we can find a loved one faster, like a relationship. We don't have to worry about paying your rent or paying anything, because the manipulations are now being shut down, closed down. Obviously, it's not going to happen quickly, but just some realization that we are here, and obviously many have been trying to find us and connect with us, but there's been blockages. But it can be done. But persistence and also patience, because we feel everything that goes through you. We don't really necessarily have to read your minds, but we can feel your intentions. Only for those that connect with us. So, you can say that we're doing it for your own good, while the world is the way it is, but you can take that however you want. Yeah, the history of your world is not going to always make sense. It's a lot of misconceptions there. Well, some that feel like we're not being serious obviously are not ready for their connection. You realize our message is only for those that are truly allowing it to happen in their energy field. Because we can reach out, or not just us, but other beings. We can truly reach out to the soul and help you. Because realize we know that humans are going through, paying the bills and living life and going to your aunt's house and all of that. For connecting to alien energies, you kind of have to be kind of dedicated to it. You have to be like put a lot of your energy into it. Not all of it. You still have to live your life, but there's a part of you that's still connecting to our vibration. Where you just know, and we can even get indications when you're getting closer to it. Now there has been contact astrally, of course, but also scenarios where you've made alien contact in different realms. So you're just warming you up. Those that are for here, some of you are actually here to be contactees. But where you're not just a contactee, when you're getting more than just one visit, you're getting several. We can also make it public also. So that's what's in the works. Now, when it will happen is never clear. And once again, it's for those that are ready for it. That are, and realize those that have had their skepticism obviously are not ready to let go of this reality. Yeah, how connected? See, that's in your awakening. How you're here to understand how people are truly holding on to this reality, and they're holding on to it for dear life. So, of course, when they connect to alien contact, they're going to try to debunk whatever they can, to make their what they're living nice and cozy and friendly. They want to keep this going, but many of you are here to offer a different position. So you have to, it's up to you to how much you want to believe in yourself in these connections. You gotta be yourself. Know yourself, not let others dictate who you should be. Because some will do that. Yes, and they're going to be popular and have a lot of following and all that. Because it's like a persuasion. It's like, oh, we're right and you're wrong. Not necessarily. Because alien contact is just for a chosen few. Eventually be more for your population, but many are having difficulties with that for obvious reasons. You kind of have to be dedicated to it to a certain degree. Doesn't mean you don't have to give away your life, but actually something that you truly want and feels like you follow the path that's right for you. Let's put it that way. It's like, what is your desire? It's like people have desire opening up a business, being popular. There's a lot of that going on. There's a lot of people that want to be popular here. Whatever works for you. So yeah, we'll just leave you with that. So our message basically is for contact. And little by little, we'll go into more details of that. And not just us, but other beings. Once again, what are you ready for? Now, on an individual level, yeah, this is not going to be for everybody because a lot of humans are holding on to this reality for dear life. This is their world. This is their food. This is their air. This is their this. They love this place, but some of you are here to open up a new door of experience, and which also goes into the universe, of course. Yeah, and don't think we don't know anything about humans. We know everything about them. We know what we know. We can know what you think before you think it. So don't think that we're innocent in all this. Obviously, there are beings here that manipulate humans all the time. Well, the reptilians that manipulate humans all the time already know that darkness was already there. So yeah, they're playing on human emotions all the time. So, the more of that will become more clear. How are aliens manipulating humans? Well, they see the vulnerabilities, the weaknesses already there, so they exploit them. Greetings. We are the Martians. Yes, we are Orion based or connected. Yeah, we have a little bit more energy than your reptilian beings. Realize a lot of our Martian energies were master geneticists like other beings, but Martians can take it to a whole new level when you have mutations and you call it normal. A two-headed person, a three-headed person, 6 fingers, 20 fingers, whatever. Of course not. We don't got that one. Well, some have tried. So a lot of your genetic engineering comes from our planet. So we influence, you can say, a lot of your Atlantean energies to go too far, for better or for worse. Some of it was for better, to actually for cures of ailments, but some take a cure and turn it into a disease. So basically, it was disease in the DNA where it started to fault and transform. Yes, human and alien, or human and alien DNA. Well, but also animal, which is pretty much alien. And putting them together, literally. A lot of those beings, obviously, well, some of them are in your mythology, like half human, half animal. A lot of them are on other planets, or they're in your Agartha, or they're just somewhere else. They've been taken out of here. Now, every once in a while, you might have a mutation here. So Mars turned against humans. Some did, yeah, because they feel like they can be dictators of humans. They follow that's all the. Well, it was basically the fall of Mars is also connected to the fall of Atlantis, you could say. So it was exploiting the human, yes, to make the humans a slave. Of course, on Mars, there's many slaves also. Mars had a lot of slavery similar to your planet. Well, restrictions, rules. It wasn't like your planet, but it had a lot of similarities. Just here, it was magnified and increased. And some would say that was the best thing that ever happened to your world, and others say what you people are out of your minds. So there's a positive and a negative to all of this. You get a lot out of it, but there's also a lot of pain and a lot of discomfort, a lot of disease, a lot of death, and it's like too much of a good thing sometimes. Yeah, you can have too many vegetables, or you can have too much meat. You can have it's finding balance is very difficult. Even if you do find balance, there's still an unbalance here. This world has a lot of problems balancing itself, and will continue to do so like that. A world of chaos, yes. Why? There's many reasons why, but Many beings just basically put their intentions. Well, there's always going to be different versions of why your world is the way it is today. Just different beings experimented on humans and wanted to continue that experimentation. They enjoyed it. So they do it through society, through social engineering. So you have a place like Israel and Rome and Egypt. So instead of social engineering the human DNA wise, of course, that's been done to enhance it or to decrease it, whatever. But a lot of it was just society wise, through your cities, your conflict that's here. It's, yeah, beings just, some alien beings enjoy being dictators here. You can call them your Illuminati. There's different types of Illuminati. Some just call themselves that, or leaders, or they call themselves just mercenaries, whatever you want. They find themselves here and they do whatever they want. They don't care. And there's a galactic war, but there's also a human war here. They're trying to learn about this place. Some become dictators here. And they aren't always trying to cause harm, but they end up doing it anyway. Even some of you, like, you try to learn something, but people, things go to hell. Same thing. It's like, I didn't realize it was going to turn into that mess. Insectoid beings have done that here. Countless alien beings have screwed up here. Because this is a new experience. No one. Alien beings aren't used to humans genociding themselves, and they're not used to a lot of these things that happen here. Obviously, we're not going into full details of that, of all details, because they don't want us to. But leave you to your imagination. Now, these alien beings that cause problems here, are they going to get karma for? In some form, yes. Maybe not as fast as you'd like it to, but it finds them. Well, some of them are trying to correct the mistakes they did here. That's what they incarnate here. Doesn't mean they're always perfect, but they are trying. Some of them actually are trying to help here. Some of them are spiritual teachers. Some of them are, well, we'll just leave it at that. Greetings. We are, yes, the Archons. Greetings to you once again. One thing this world has is fear of the unusual, the bizarre. Archon technologies are used on many different ways. As we as Archon beings aren't always aware of what we are inventing. There are different types of Archons. There are some that lost their information and trying to gain more. So they create a control grid to get information from your planet, to re-identify themselves, to give themselves purpose. They don't always feel like they're doing it on a negative level, but obviously some do it on a negative level. But they don't always understand what that word means. They're just trying to find their identity. Just like humans here, you make mistakes also, and just trying to, once again, yes, do the right thing. Or something for yourself. But you didn't think it would cause any harm, but it ends up causing a great amount of harm. A lot of alien energies, especially Archon beings, aren't aware of their force. Well, they look at things so differently. It's like, wow, look at all those people that are in pain. What did we learn from that? What information are we getting from that? What is pain? What is job loss? We don't always understand that. Some beings don't understand it. Starvation. We don't understand that either. So a lot of our technologies, forms of manipulation, as you would call it, are not always built that way. But other beings exploited our technologies and knew exactly what to do. It's like you take a hammer, you invent a hammer, but others use it to build and others use it to cause mayhem. We aren't always aware of what we are doing. We're, as you call, alien, especially to a world like yours. Not to say we're trying to make our alien group look better or anything, but for you to understand that when we are alien, we are completely alien to your world. So people get pissed off at us easily, of course. But a lot of alien beings have exploited humans more than anything, as you probably can tell. Some aliens use humans for food, but energy source. Some alien beings find this place as a game. They're warning themselves. This is a school for aliens, also. So they manipulate your society and say, "How long can I control this environment?" And they actually get points for it. Do they know it's causing harm here? Yeah, but in their point of view, humans aren't going against it. They're buying into it. So yeah, these are difficult understand, revelations. Not that what we're just saying is difficult to digest, but as you go into your awakening, you're going to see more of our point of view. Once again, not to say that we are a saint or you know gives us a pass for the things that happen here, but more of a downward understanding of the chaos we cause here and other beings. But your races cause chaos too, and aliens get manipulated. So those who manipulate aliens manipulate your world, and it goes on and on and on. So it's like a never-ending battle. It's like, what do you want to know about this place? How much do you want to reveal? Yes, there are blockages. Well, some beings block it on purpose. They don't want you to know anything. They want you to stay as you are. And they do feel like when humans start to realize what's happening here, it's going to be very, very difficult for them to handle. Your normal people are going to be terrified. But because all of this fiction that they thought was fiction is actually real. And it's so real, it can be, even for those of you that are aware of it, can be a little bit spooky at first. Of course, you probably get over it over time. But some of you, if you have an actual alien encounter, some of you might say maybe it's best that aliens do take a break because humans are not ready. Because as you have an alien connection, your intuitive ability opens up more too. So you see more of, you understand the world a little bit better. And you see why the decisions have been made. Obviously, in your reality, decisions are not clear. It's kind of like go with it for right now. The Archon beings that have planted knowledge here realize we have, field worlds of different complexities to shut down a planet. We have all of these configurations. This technology is like what you would call a wasteland. Others would call it paradise, especially those that have manipulating energy. It's just stuff that we're like inventors. We can invent positive things, but we can also invent things because for us, a grid is knowledge for us to figure things out. If we have an alien world like yours that we don't understand, we could create a grid so we can plug into your reality so we can understand it better. Of course, it can be used against you where you start forgetting things and you can't remember anything. And you have a certain personality here, or traits that are only allowed here, certain words are allowed here. And our technologies can be very much used against you. It can shut off your Akashic record connections and even shut you off from the universe, which has happened. So for humans to in their awakening state, it's like to unlock what we have shut down here. But it's just so much to understand here that it's not something that's going to happen in 10 years and 20 years. I mean, alien connections can, yes, increase for individuals, though. I mean, some of you are on a psychic level connecting more than you ever have before. You remove that fear, and your dreams are opening up that connection. Eventually, there will be an actual alien connection down the road, yes. Or contactees in some form or another. They're not going to tell us what that is. We'll probably screw it up or something.